Hey, good morning, you guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to your baby. Yeah. I hope you guys can see me okay. I'm trying to get it more in the light. It's just real dark outside now. It's 7 o'clock. So, the lighting is kind of off right now, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm trying to stay as much as in the light as I can so you can see me, okay? So if this is your first time watching, thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when your girl upload another video and when I go live once a week. You won't know if you don't hit the bell along with the subscribe. Yeah. And like, share, and comment. You guys know I love your comments. I love interacting with you guys. All right. Well, let's move on then, y'all. So good morning. Oh, I'm so happy this morning to be here again. Okay. Because yesterday was a successful day. I didn't let nobody hook me. I didn't let nobody with their negative actions and ways get to me. I take it day by day. Okay, because we're human. We could just, let them hook us one day. We just let them hook us. It don't take much for a person to, just to lose it and get tired of it. Each day we got to just take one day at a time. And yesterday, how people are, I didn't let it get to me. I just stayed in my zone, stayed in my world, did my job, do what I have to do. Because I'm telling you, every day, the devil is a liar. Okay? And sometimes he worked through people, through things. Okay? And he'll use people. And what I mean by use people, sometimes he'll work through people to get to you. So he'll use objects, things, triggers. Okay, that's what I mean by use. Okay, and for example, today is day one. I'm not going to smoke. I'm done. Okay, I just started 2 years ago. I picked up this horrible habit. And if I tell you what happened, how it happened, basically, it's just an excuse. I don't know what happened. I was weak. I don't know. I've never in my life ever had a desire to smoke cigarettes. Okay? And I'm 50 years old. Okay? Well, look, 50 plus. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you all everything. But look, I did 2 years ago. I did. I've never in my life smoked a cigarette. And I started. And it was because of a lot of different things. Triggers, things, I don't know. Now I want to stop. And sometimes when you're trying to change and do better, you get temptations, you get triggers, you get all these things. So I got to be strong. And I can't let those things get me. Okay, but when you're trying to do good, sometimes those things come to test your faith, to test your willpower, to test, you have to want it bad enough. And I'm sorry, you guys, I got to get me. Okay, so how bad do you want it? And you get these triggers and temptations, and sometimes it'll come through people, things, words. It can be anything that could be a trigger. So each day we just got to take it one day at a time. Okay, I'm telling you, if you're trying not to lash out, you're trying not to lose it, then that's when you're going to have an obstacle coming your way, like somebody might say something to you, antagonize you. That's just the way the devil works. That's all. But each day, if you stay focused on what your goal is and what you're trying to do, you're going to do all right. Now, Let me give you a little situation here. If you're looking for a job, okay, first I want to say this. Looking for a job is a job. Okay? It's a job looking for a job. Now, when you're looking for a job and you're trying to prepare you want a good job. So you have to prepare yourself for this job. When you're looking for the job, there's certain things you have to do. First off, you need to make sure your resume is right. You need to make sure, there's certain things you have to do. You have to put certain things in line to get that job. When you go on your interview, you got to make sure you dress appropriately. You got to make sure, there's certain things you have to do. Anything in life. Let's say you want to start let me open up this so I can, there we go. Let's say you want to start your own business. There's certain things you have to do to set yourself in line for that. Find the location, get your loan information together, get your employees. There's certain things you have to do to prepare yourself for that. Now, if you know you want a job, you know you need a good job with benefits and all this kind of stuff. If you're smoking weed, stop smoking weed. You stop smoking weed, period. You don't stop smoking weed a week before it's time for you to go take a drug test. As soon as you start looking for a job, stop smoking weed. You stop smoking weed ahead of time. Okay? You stop doing those things ahead of time. Not a week before. As soon as you start looking, because it's going to take you months to find one, you just stop. Detox yourself. Detox your mind. First of all, when you're trying to get a job and you're trying to look and you're trying to change your life, when you're trying to elevate your life to do better, there's certain things you have to do to set in line to do that. First of all, you need to detox your mind. Get your mind right. You need to stop smoking weed. Stop doing whatever you're doing. Okay? Because while you're looking for the job and doing all this stuff, you can be detoxing. Why would you continue to smoke weed knowing that you're looking for a job? Knowing that you're going on all these interviews, okay? And you know how nowadays they're doing drug testing just at the fast food restaurant. This is an employer's market. They can be picky and choosy. Okay, because there's more people out of work than it is jobs available. See, when I was growing up, after I got grown, I was grown. I graduated, I ain't gonna tell you what year it was, but in the late 80s, 90s, I used to get the newspaper out, Sunday paper. It'd be pages and pages of jobs. It was our market then because it was so many jobs. It wasn't enough people trying to get them. And you can go on a job and be like, you know what? I'm sick of this place. Quit it and go get another one next week. Working at all these little places. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. If there's anybody out there my age, they know. It wasn't like this. You could get a job so quickly. Nowadays, it's not. This is an employer's market. It's a lot of competition out there. Okay? I don't care if you got a master's degree, whatever. Bachelor's. You got to have a lot nowadays. An AA degree ain't even enough. You got to be on point. So you know all this competition. To every one job, it'd be hundreds of people, going in for an interview and all. They get so many resumes that they have to start just like finding a way to eliminate them. Process of elimination. Too many pages. Misspelled words. I don't like the font size. I mean, sometimes they have to do that just to get it down lower. You got to make sure your font size is right. You need 1-page resume with all your stuff on there. They ain't got time to be reading 2 and 3 pages. I try to tell folks that. You stop smoking weed way before. Because you don't know who's going to call you up for an interview. Just stop smoking it. As soon as you say, you know what, I'm getting ready to look for me another job, stop smoking weed. Because it could take you a few months to get the thing. Just stop smoking it. Prepare yourself for it. But no. Some people think, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Because they got this pea that you can buy. They got this pea you can buy that can, And I'm just going to pray, ask God to bless. Okay, now we're going to go on to a whole nother subject here. You're going to pray to ask God to bless this lie to go through. You are depending on God to bless a lie to go through. Cheaters don't win. If you want God to bless you, you have to surrender everything unto God. There's a lot of things you have to stop doing. You have to detox your mind, detox your heart. God will open the door for you. Because if you're out there really humping it and trying, you really going on job interviews, you filling out all these applications, God will open up a door for you if he see that you're trying. But once he open up that door, it's up to you to walk through that door and do the right thing. You can't get mad at God because something happened in the process of you lying and not doing the right thing. See, when your heart is right, there's a lot of people that walk around here and they say, oh, I'm a Christian, I go to church. They be on the usher board, singing in the choir, out feeding, be all in these other little programs and little, things at the church. All these little, these little groups that they be having. Prayer groups, women's group, singles ministry, couples ministry. They be running the ministry. Single women ministry. Working in the children's church. On the usher board. Come to work, they just the nastiest person you ever would have run into. See, the church is in you. When you go to the church, you're going to a building. The church is in you. You can go to church all day long, but if your heart ain't right, you walking around being all mean to people, don't speak, got your nose all stuck up in the air, being nasty to people who ain't did nothing to you, walking around with your nose all stuck up in the air. But you say you love the Lord. And then you wonder why ain't nothing going on for you. Ain't nothing happening right for you. You're not getting that promotion. You and your husband having issues. Your kids is just everything going wrong for them. Your bills is all messed up. And you just working hard and hard and hard. And you can't understand why, Lord. Why, Lord? I serve you, Lord. Why this ain't happening for me, Jesus? Oh, Lord God, help me. What's going on, Lord God? I just pray, just be praying. While you praying, your heart ain't right. You're doing ugly things all day long. And then at night you want to get on your knees and pray for somebody else when you ain't even doing right by your own self. People want to pray over you, but they ain't got nothing going on with them inside their heart that they doing right. You can't get mad at God when things don't go right for you in your life. When you ain't doing right all the way for yourself, when you still lying and cheating and stealing, and you still trying to beat the system some kind of way, getting fake pee for your drug test. You should have stopped smoking weed. Your bills and stuff ain't nothing happening right for you. Things ain't going right in your life. You trying to figure out why. You need to take a deep look at yourself. Your heart ain't right. You got to get your heart right. Your heart is hardened with all that bitterness, hatred, jealousy. It's just full of all that on the outside. And the inside is soft. It's there. But you got this outside crust on the outside with the jealousy, the hatred, the bitterness. Like this sandwich right here. I don't want to turn my head. Like this sandwich. You see how hard it is on the outside? This is the bitterness, the jealousy, the hatred, the lying that you're doing, the cheating that you're doing. But as you start praying and releasing all that, and asking God to help you with all this right here, what you got inside? A soft heart, a humble heart. You can't ask God for help. You can't get mad at God because things don't go your way when you ain't doing right. You get mad at yourself. And then when you get mad at yourself, you start doing the right things. Get mad and take that madness, that anger, and turn it around. And work hard to make it better, to make it right. Don't stay in that. We have to evaluate ourselves inside. My grandmother told me, you have to work on yourself inside and out. Inside first and then out. My grandmother told me that, and I live by that. You have to work on yourself inside and out. You cannot expect God to bless you if you still doing wrong, if your heart ain't right. We have to get our heart right. People need to take responsibility for what they do. They don't take responsibility. They want to blame God, or they want to blame that person. You didn't do this right. You didn't do it. You didn't stop smoking weed. You didn't stop drinking. Or you didn't stop, you didn't pass the test. You didn't study for the test. You can't get mad at the professor or the teacher because she gave you a bad grade. You didn't study. You didn't get that promotion. You walk every day when you're at work. That's an interview watching you. I don't care. I don't give a fuck how good your work is. Your reputation precedes you. Your reputation, it says a lot. They watch you every day. She don't get along with nobody. She's always in drama. They look at all that. You have to take a look at yourself. We all do. You can't people don't take responsibility for their actions, for the things that they did to make their life the way it is. To every action, there's a reaction. It is. Once you start owning your shit, then things will start getting better for you. When you own your own shit. We have to, as people, start taking responsibilities for the things that we do. And once we do that, that's the first step of healing. That's the first step of healing. It is. Take ownership. Take ownership. Look, I said take ownership. Take ownership. Take ownership. That's all you got to do. If you want to get a good grade on the test, study. If you want to get a promotion in your job, get your motherfucking shit together inside. Excuse my potty mouth, but I felt like that was appropriate. If you want that husband, if you want that wife, it's a job keeping a relationship. It's a job. If you're married, who wants to start all over? Work on those things inside. You start getting you together. Everything else will fall into place. You can't be nagging him, getting mad at him. Get your shit together. And once you start getting you together, all that other stuff it's going to fall in place. Don't be nagging him. Nag at your own self. Everybody always want to nag at somebody else. Point the finger at somebody else. But they don't want to look at they self. Walking around here with their nose all stuck up in the air. Let me woo-saw. Okay, you guys. I'm getting ready to end this video on this note. Put your chest out, head up, and your nose right here. Don't be walking around with your nose all stuck in the air because you ain't happy with yourself. Hold your head up high and be proud of who you are. And if you're not proud of who you are, keep your head up anyway and work on it. Work on it. Keep your head up. Because you somebody, everybody make mistakes. Keep your head up. And work on each of those attributes that you don't like about yourself. Work on them one at a time. Work on them one at a time. Keep your head up, irregardless. Keep your head up. Chest out. Pop your collar. And work on them things that you need to work on for yourself. Until the next video, I love y'all. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when you go upload another video. Leave me a comment, share, and like. That's it. Now I want y'all to stay sucker free. Peace.